I'm on Dual Destinies! Let's get right to it. In case you missed anything, I'm gonna fill you in on this case. In this seafood buffet of secrets and lies, Sasha pointed us to a potentially villainous veterinarian. Dr. Crab tried to scuttle away from our questions, but no shell can protect you from the power of the Magatama. With time running out, we'll use any evidence we can get our hands on, even if it came from a penguin's stomach. Is this even legal or sanitary? The big trial starts today on Ace Attorney Dual Destinies next. Who's that phone call from?
Son of a gun. You heard that?
Who didn't hear that?
It was the Center for Dangerous Animal Control calling with a demand. They said that the orca may have been found not guilty this time, but that if she ever attacked a human again, we would have to put her down.
Put her down? But that's horrible! Did you agree to their demand?
Animals sometimes do attack humans. And of course, humans sometimes do kill animals to protect themselves. If it comes to that, yes. As a veterinarian, I am prepared to carry out euthanization. Using this poison.
Huh? That capsule! It has the same letters as the one that was in Orla's stomach. Did Dr. Crab try to kill Orla? Please, let me ask you just one more question, Dr. Crab.
What is it, Mr. Lawyer? You look so grave.
I heard something disturbing from the writer, Norma de Plume.
The center demanded that the aquarium put the killer whale down a year ago.
Put her down?
But the aquarium owner refused their demand, saying it was an accidental death. But I hardly think a persistent organization like that would just give up and go away. I'm quite sure the power of money helped convince them.
What makes you think that?
Once a month, the owner and the vet disappear from this aquarium. And I came to find out that, each time, a large amount of money was being paid out.
I think Shipshape Aquarium might be keeping some kind of secret. And that it has something to do with the recent murder.
Huh?
The 5 Cyclops?
That writer. She just has to stick her nose in everyone's business. Son of a gun. I should have dealt with it all more carefully.
How am I ever going to remove all those locks?
Hold it!
Huh?
Sorry to interrupt, but Prosecutor Blackquill wants Dr. Crab.
Detective Fulbright!
You again? You couldn't possibly have any more questions for me.
Well, you see, we're having a little problem. We were going to call the animal keeper as a witness for the prosecution. But he's being very stubborn and refusing to testify. And so we thought we'd ask you to be a witness in tomorrow's trial.
Did you really now? Well, I'm not taking sides. I'll tell you what I know. No more, no less.
Ha ha ha, that would be fine. Now if you would please come along with me.
Well, looks like we'll have to continue our talk at the trial tomorrow.
I don't know what secret you and this aquarium are hiding. But I will find it, and I'll save Miss Buckler.
Give it your best shot, then. I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, it looks like we'll be going up against Dr. Crab in tomorrow's trial.
I bet I'll be one tough customer.
Okay, we better get our evidence organized for tomorrow.
I took a bird seed in Ibiza to show Yoko I was
Oh, wow,
cool.
hello?
Mr. Wright, I went to Hickville Clinic.
Apollo, use your indoor voice.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, I found out a lot, so I wanted to tell you right away. It turns out that mysterious capsule is a powerful sleeping drug. Apparently the brand name is 3Zs.
Okay, yeah, it says 3Zs right on it.
And they said the ship-shape aquarium vet recently bought a large quantity from them.
The vet? Dr. Herman Crab.
3Zs is supposed to be for people. But Dr. Crab told them it would work on other mammals like orcas and dolphins too.
So Dr. Crab's euthanization poison was actually sleeping pills. When Orla was almost drowned today, was it because she'd been given sleeping pills? I better update this.
And I found out more than just about that capsule. Dr. Hickfield himself gave me some information. Ship-Shape Aquarium had someone on their staff named Azura Summers, right?
Yeah, the one who died a year ago.
Well, Azura Summers was getting a certain medication from Hickfield Clinic last year. The same heart medication as Sasha Buckler.
Really? Azura Summers had the same heart condition as Sasha? Nice work, Apollo. Thank you. We'll be coming back to the office soon.
Okay, Trucy and I will be here.
Well, we better get back to the office and get ready for tomorrow. What are you going to do, Pearls?
I thought I'd stay overnight here and be with Orla and Rifle. I'll be ready for a telecast during the trial tomorrow. Good luck to both of you.
Thanks, Pearly. That way, when we prove Sasha's innocent, she can see Orla right away.
I'd love to see Sasha and Orla back together again, both free and clear. But before that can happen, I have to prove Sasha's innocence.
What? The ship's doctor and Azura were romantically involved?
Well, that's my theory, but I don't actually know if it's really true.
Azura would never get involved with that god-awful ship's doctor. But I do admit, they were friends. But would Azura send Dr. Crab videos, I wonder?
Videos? What do you mean?
Azura used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching the Orca tricks. I used to help Azura take the videos on her TV phone.
This is an interesting bit of information. I better update this. So TV phones can shoot videos too, huh? My dumb phone sure can't.
These TV phones are amazing. They can even record sounds you and I can't hear. All the equipment we use at Ship-Shape Aquarium is high-tech. The ship's doctor sends away for all kinds of electronics.
So all the high-tech stuff is Dr. Crab's doing, huh?
Anyway, I still highly doubt Azura's boyfriend was the ship's doctor.
But Dr. Crab found a charm yesterday, and he was really shaken by it.
Charm? Hey! Leave that alone! That belonged to Azura! What was Azura's charm doing in Rifle's stomach?
That charm looked just like your keepsake of Azura.
Yeah, well, she did say she and her boyfriend had matching charms. Was the ship's doctor and Azura really a couple? I can't believe it.
I think Dr. Crab will be called as a witness today. There's still so many unanswered questions. But I hope to solve them all in today's trial.
I believe in you two. I know you can do it.
And we will, Sasha. We promise.
Señores and señoritas, all rise for Senor Business!
Court is now in session for the trial of Sasha Buckler.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
ready.
Now I'm completely thrown off.
Very good. It appears both the prosecution and the defense are ready. Yesterday, it was proven that the Orca was not guilty and that the victim fell to his death. Prosecutor Blackquill, did your investigation of the Orca pool area turn up anything?
It did. We found a bloodstain from the victim at the bottom of the pool. On this.
Oh my, what a frightening looking rock. As you say, it has a bloodstain on it? Just looking at it gives me the willies. So, can we assume that there was no water in the pool at the time of the incident?
Very good. What a clever little deduction.
Oh, well, it's nice to get a compliment from the prosecution for a change.
Prosecutor Blackquill has completely tamed the judge with his carrot and stick approach.
I guess I should have brought a few carrots of my own.
Right. Moving along, I've prepared a witness. Buckler was the only one who entered that room when there was no water in the pool. The witness will prove that. Come to the stand, witness! Name and occupation.
Dr. Herman Crap. Sniper! Stay in there!
And who is that cute little creature?
Such a restless bird. Quite unlike Tucker.
Wow. Chalk one up for Taka. He shut Sniper up with a single sound.
Son of a gun. Dr. Herman Crab, Shipshape Aquarium's veterinarian.
And could you tell us the name of your cute little friend there as well?
You're on her. Please focus on the case.
But it's important to learn all we can about the witness.
This is Sniper. She's the offspring of a penguin named Rifle. Sniper lives in my hair.
I can't believe this is actually happening right now.
She might cause a commotion now and then, but please try to ignore her.
I was originally going to call the animal keeper to the stand, but he refused to testify, so I settled on the veterinarian. Now tell us, why was the defendant in the Orca pool room when the water was drained?
In the early morning hours of July 20th, Sasha was cleaning the Orca pool room. Sasha and Jack Shipley, the owner, were scheduled to do the cleaning together. During cleaning, the pool water is drained. While the cleaning was going on, Marlin was taking care of the Orca in the show pool. The pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned.
And your claim is that the victim was made to fall to his death during the cleaning?
Only Buckler and the owner had the security card necessary to enter the Orca pool room. And we already know from the security company's record of the card usage that the defendant was in the Orca pool room during the time of the cleaning. The witness's testimony and the record of the security card usage are conclusive evidence.
So no one beside the defendant was at the scene, and the water in the pool was drained.
Uh-oh. The judge already seems to be leaning toward the other side.
We have to strike fast. Your Honor, we're ready for a cross-examination now.
Oh, yes, of course. Please proceed, then.
The power of youth comes in handy at times like these. And here we go. Alright. Every testimony seems like a solid one, until you start poking holes in it. So, let's start poking holes.
Hold it!
But Miss Buckler said that Mr. Shipley never showed up to help with the cleaning.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is what was on the schedule. Maybe they changed plans. They probably felt awkward with each other after their fight.
In any case, there's no proof the victim entered the Orca pool room during cleaning.
Objection! If you don't stop your yammering, I will pull out your tongue and barbecue it.
God, do you have to be so violent?
Proof or none, the victim must have entered the pool room during the cleaning. Witness, tell him why.
Jack must have entered the Orca pool room. The reason I think so is because...
The record of card usage shows that Sasha entered the Orca pool room. Hold on a second. Doesn't Jack have a card of his own? That makes no sense. I better present something here. Yeah, if Jack got in the room, it wouldn't be just Sasha's card. There has to be something here. Actually, never mind. You can never be too careful. I should keep poking.
Hold it!
Don't you mean to say that the record shows both of their cards being used?
No, only Sasha's. But they must have gone in together. Jack's body was found in that room, so that's the only logical explanation.
We talked about this just yesterday. What purpose does that brain of yours serve?
Yuck!
You're even more burn brain than Rifle.
Objection! Witness, I will not allow birds to be belittled in my presence. Limit your disparaging comments to the defense alone.
So I get disparaged either way. Great.
Huh. Bird lover, huh? I guess we're not destined to become best friends.
That is fine. All I need is for you to talk about the state of the scene during cleaning.
Alright, fine.
Oh, I don't know. I think the two of them were made for each other. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. But show pool?
Hold it!
So Orla was moved all the way over to the show pool. Why is that?
Well, it wouldn't do to get her covered in cleanser, would it? Of course she was moved. You don't take a bath while you're cleaning the tub, do you?
Excellent point. I usually clean the tub after I take a bath myself.
I was assigned to clean the shower stalls yesterday. They were cleaner than an Edo bathhouse by the time I was done.
I guess Prosecutor Blackquill is the fastidious type.
I polished it so well, I bet the inmates are slipping and sliding all over right about now.
Maybe he's not so much the fastidious type as the prankster type.
Somehow, I don't think that's it either.
Anyway, cleaning the Orca pool is just like cleaning the tub.
The pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned, huh? I don't know about that. I was just there yesterday, and I have a picture for that. I have a picture for that!
No, boss!
No, the evidence is right here. The opportunity's too perfect, Athena. Now's the time to strike!
Objection!
Let me guess, strike one for me?
Strike one for you. Great job, boss.
I don't know, Athena. I can't help but feel that we're onto something here. We have a picture of a divided pool that shows that the water doesn't have to be drained to be cleaned. I have to present this photo somehow.
There's nothing wrong with that statement, though. It's
Objection!
early. Mr. Wright, you can't jump the gun like this.
Okay. I'll press! I'll press!
Too early.
The power of youth wins. I'll press.
Hold it!
There's no possibility he will be drained at any time other than during cleaning.
None.
Ugh. Shot down with a single word. Why are you so certain?
Think about it. If the pool water were drained, what would happen to the orca?
The poor thing!
Whose side are you on, Athena?
Exactly, young lady. Without water, Orla would be alright for a short period of time. But anything longer than that would pose serious risks. She could even die.
So the fact that Orla is alive and well was proof the water wasn't drained on her.
That's right. The orca pool and the show stage pool are next door to each other. A hoist runs between the two to move the orca and equipment back and forth. When intensive cleaning is done, the orca is moved to the show stage pool first. So the water is only drained while the pool is being cleaned.
Please add that information to your testimony.
Looks like I trained a really good lawyer. I am so sorry, Athena. You were right. I should have waited.
See? What did I tell you?
Now's the time to strike.
Objection!
If the water in the pool were drained, you say the orca could die. But is that necessarily true?
What are you talking about?
There is a way to let the water out without harming the orca, isn't there? Your Honor, please allow me to submit this photograph.
Oh! This is...
As you can see, there's no water around the Skull Rock area. With the pool in this state, the victim could have been made to fall to his death. However, there is water on the other side of the partition, and Orla looks just fine.
Son of a gun.
In other words, if the partition is set up at the bottom of the pool, the water can be drained without doing Orla any harm.
Are you implying the water could have been drained at a time other than during cleaning?
Yes, there is that possibility.
Dr. Crab is shaking. Looks like he has something to hide. Could it have something to do with the calendar note about meeting with the victim?
It might. I'll submit that to the judge. Your Honor, please take a look at this calendar.
You waved that around in court yesterday. No need to drag out your souvenir today, if you know what I mean.
Actually, I would like you to make note of the entry for the day of the incident, Your Honor.
Let me see here. Meet the captain at the orca pool at 7 a.m.? This note is about a meeting planned with the victim.
What?
The defense would like to argue that at the time of that meeting, the pool may have been drained of its water.
Whose calendar is that?
It belongs to Dr. Herman Crab. Isn't that right, Dr. Crab?
Son of a gun. So you suspect me, do you?
What is the meaning of this calendar entry, Dr. Crab? Explain yourself.
Fine. I was supposed to meet Jack at the orca pool at that time. But I ended up not going.
So you're saying you simply broke your promise? You can't get out of it that easily. I believe you have some explaining to do!
Objection! Your blade is sharper than I thought. Right, Dono? But your cut was shallow, a mere surface scratch. There's a saying amongst prisoners. Do not see, hear, nor speak to smooth-talking lawyers. If you think the witness is suspicious, show your proof.
The calendar alone isn't good enough, huh? I have to prove the victim could have fallen to his death at that 7 a.m. meeting time.
Let's put our heads together, boss. The victim could have fallen during cleaning, when the pool was completely drained. Or, using the partition, it could have been at 7 a.m., with the water partially drained. What would be the major difference in the circumstance between these two possibilities?
What circumstance was different? The answer could really tell us something. I wonder, What circumstance was different between the two possibilities of cleaning and 7 a.m.? If the murder occurred at a time other than during cleaning, the orca must have been there!
Oh, you're right. And that would mean that Orla witnessed the murder.
What's this? You're sheathing your sword so soon? Stop yammering at each other and show me how you wield your sword!
Alright then, my sword is poised and ready. If the murder was committed at a time other than during cleaning time, then Orla must have been present at the scene. If I can prove that the murder happened right in front of Orla, then I can prove that Miss Buckler's not guilty!
Order in the court! Mr. Wright, are you implying that the orca was a witness to the crime?
That is exactly what I'm implying.
And how do you intend to prove the orca witnessed the murder? What are you going to do? Put the orca on the stand and cross-examine her?
This is a critical point. I better think about it carefully. The defense will... Well, it worked with parrots before, so why not? If we brought Orla to the witness stand, I'm sure she would tell me everything!
Really? How interesting. And how do you propose to communicate with the orca?
Well, I'd use my lawyer powers.
Unlike some birds, an orca is incapable of human speech. No, I'm afraid I cannot allow you to cross-examine a creature that cannot speak. Unless the defense has some other way of communicating with the orca.
No, I'm afraid I don't, Your Honor. Parrots speak and orcas don't. I forgot about that. I'm so stupid. Yeah! Please let me try again, Your Honor. The defense will do what it does best. The defense will present evidence. Evidence that'll prove Orla witnessed the murder.
You're going to present evidence? Knowing the defense, I thought surely you would try to cross-examine the orca. I must say, I'm a little disappointed.
Gee, sorry to get your hopes up, Your Honor.
Very well. Let's see the evidence, then. What evidence shows that the murder took place right in front of the orca?
Take that! This photo indicates where we discovered luminol reactions yesterday. By accident, we got some luminol testing fluid on Orla. You were then very surprised to see luminol reactions on Orla's body!
Objection! So what of it? There's nothing odd about that. As was discussed in yesterday's trial, the orca was bleeding. Traces of the orca's blood were also found on the skull rock. The orca must have injured herself when she rammed the rock.
So that cloud of blood Mr. Plume saw was from Orla headbutting the skull rock, was it? I better update this.
Those luminol reactions you saw in the orca are most likely from her headbutting.
Objection! What's odd is the position of those bloodstains. For example, please take a look at this photograph. Yesterday, Mr. Plume said the blood disappeared when Orla put the hat on. That testimony indicated that Orla's injuries were under the hat area. However, these luminol reactions are in two entirely separate areas from her injuries. These bloodstains can't be Orla's own blood from where she was headbutting.
Then where did the blood come from?
It is my firm belief that it's the victim's blood. The victim was killed right in front of Orla, and the victim's blood splattered over Orla's body!
Let's Dub Project.